Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is C. Greenhart, and welcome to. Welcome to. I think this is like this is going to be a vanilla series in Factorio. It's going to be. Yes, it's 1.17. It's 0.17. Sorry, it's not 1.0 yet. Yeah, it's so 0.17.68, obviously, for the current version. But I've completely disabled all of my mods. Obviously, I haven't disabled the base mod. Like, nothing is active. I have a bunch of mods, but nothing is active. I could very easily go through and check to see which mods currently work and run it with that. But I'd much rather try vanilla. Like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit here and see, like, if I can get to. What's it called? Rockets. Why could I not think of that? Alright, I am gonna say enemy expansion. Always. I could completely disable pollution. Whoop. And now pollution's disabled. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's take a look at the preview. Alright, so resources, train, cliffs are off. Don't want any cliffs. Enemy. Let's dial down the frequency, but raise size. So, like, I'm gonna have to deal with larger bases, but less often. Give me a little bit of a boost. Starting area. Oh dear, that's good. That'll be a big one. Alright. Let's random seed. Random seed. pretty far out. But that'll give me a chance to use tanks. Not like tankers. Let's say that. Tankers. Okay. Let's use this seed initially. Now again, this is Factorio without mods. One of the it's been a while since I played, and one of the updates, I don't know which one, but one of the updates broke a good chunk of my mods. So after a very long time, I am playing without mods. This will take me some getting used to, as there will be things that no longer happen. Like, for instance, the angels. Nope, don't need to worry about that. This is in part for two reasons why I am doing no mods. Reason one is that if I'm planning on having this series go for very long, right now the still being loud. Oh, wait. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there we go. So where was I? Right. If I want this series to go for very long and through multiple versions, like for instance, let's say version 18, Factorio version 0.18 is going to drop soon. Don't know if it will. Let's say it does. What if it breaks all of the mods? Oh, yes, I could very easily sit there and say I can wait until verifiably all of the mods have updated for version 18. I could very easily do that. But there's no guarantee that all of the mods will do it. Like, for instance, what if instead NP Utilities doesn't update for whatever reason, and my base is using one of the NP Utilities generators to produce its power. I'm not saying that I would, but Yuki is definitely much better for that, especially space-wise. But point being, if I'm using a mod and it never updates, or it takes much longer for it to update. Yeah. Alright, so getting on track. Solaris, Factorio Express, Iron Throne. Iron Throne 2 is the big one, because it needs to be 200,000 iron produced per hour, I believe. Like, I'm not going to try and sit there. Like, with this series, I'm not sitting here saying, for now, it's going to be single player. I am not going to sit there and say, this series is... I may swap over to multiplayer eventually. I might. I don't know if I will. But just as a bit of a heads up. Oh yeah, and obviously this does 1-to-1 instead of 1-to-2 like with the mods. I don't know which mod does it, because obviously it's not vanilla. Yeah. Or, well, technically 1 to 3, because I'm using iron ore. How am I going to get access to that stone? Suppose I could dig through here. That works for now. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. Of course, we start with electronics. So once I get the I don't exactly have a plan, I guess you could say. Oh no, I don't want that. I want blocks. Shove that in there. Okay, gathering iron. Okay. Stone. Excuse me. This can be boxed as well. Suppose I can put that there. Let's see. Actually, doesn't need to. That's right, because I could easily just do that. Gather 1 coal and boop. Yeah. I know what the 5th series is going to be. So I can leave that alone for a while. Make myself a... suppose I could do it. Yeah. That's what I'll do. Let's take a look at the pollution. Not exactly producing enough yet. Alright, let's look at research. Obviously, we'll want assembly machines. Let's go turrets. Military. Logistics. Ah. And what? Damn it. Community. I do apologize about getting distracted by that, but that was a Dwarf Fortress event. Huh. Huh. Interesting. That is very interesting. Okay. Let's get back focusing on... Factorio. Okay, so let's see. It's going automation, turrets, military, logistics, optics. Automation first, so like I can sit there and pump out a bunch of bullets. Obviously, I want to get the piercing rounds as quickly as possible. And then, of course, uranium rounds. Once I can get that as well. It looks like it would be... Yeah. Alright, so... I think what I'll do then is... start research on that. And start research on that. And of course it eventually leads to an infinite number. Where it just outputs... Looks like right at 5 is when it swaps to. I will, of course, slowly be turning this into a mega base. But I'm not going to be sitting there and spend 40 hours remaking my base every 5 minutes once like a new tech is released. What I'll probably do, most likely, is sit here, go through this, turn around. Once I'll play the game normally. Once I've launched the rocket, if this save reaches at that point ever, but like, so I've launched the rocket. Okay, cool. At that point, I will sit there, and that's when the mega base will start forming. Because like I'll sit there and say, all right, if I want to launch 1 rocket per minute, right? 1 rocket per minute. How many rockets do I need? And how much resources do I need? And where am I having not enough resources? And at that point, I'll turn around. It's like, tear that down, rebuild it so that like infinitely expanded. And then and simply put, what I'll do is I'll start with that 1 rocket silo. And I'll sit there and say, okay, 1 rocket silo. It launches whenever it can. Once the resources reach the point where it's overwhelming that 1 rocket and backing up, I'll do 2 rocket silos. And then 4. And then 8. And then 16. 32, 64. 128, I believe, would be the next one. 256. 512. I think it would be 512. Either way, you're seeing my point. I'll double it each time. Like, I won't sit there and say, alright, 2 rocket silos aren't enough anymore, so let's do 3. No, I'll sit there and say, fuck it, let's do 4. And 8. And then 16. So on. And so forth. Alright. 200's not the max. Plop that there. That's about to run out as well. Ah, shit, that doesn't actually have any. Alright. I suppose what I can't do is, I have no wood. I think, Yeah, yeah. Is it dangerous at this point when I have no defenses? Yes. I also don't know how fast they're advancing. I don't know, maybe this will be... You know what? Yeah, since this game does take a lot of energy, well, not just energy, but like a lot of time, and there's a lot of points where it's not really doing, we're not really doing anything. Oh, gotta right click it. Duh. Not left click, right click. Since there will be a lot of times where I'm not actually doing anything, I will possibly do stuff off camera with this save. Like if I ever like reach a big project that's gonna take a couple of hours, like for instance, let's say I am rebuilding I don't know, iron. Say I'm rebuilding iron smelting, and it'll take me several hours to do it. I'll do it off camera. Like, I'll do it between recording sessions off camera. And whenever I'm playing a game like this, whether it's Factorio, Satisfactory, Mindustry, doesn't matter. I will sit there and do stuff like that off camera. I will let the research queue run out, but I won't set up new research. Like right now, my goal is getting to railway, so that I can start like we saw. There was oil over here somewhere, like in this wordly direction. There are biters, yeah, but there was also oil. That's because that's iron, not copper. That should feed that, which will feed that, which will feed that, which will feed that, which will feed that. Yeah, so 100, 200, 300. This is good for until we start up with power. Which, luckily, is right over here. So that was added by one of the mods. Interesting. I wonder which mod. Oh, excuse me. Which, speaking of, we should probably start going on that shortly. Oh, that would be helpful. Boom, and then boom. Let's yeah. Let's go one pump for now. There's one achievement I'll definitely not be able to do. I most likely have already failed it. Oh no. Lazy bastard. Lower to default. But this is default. Weird. Did I disable expansions? Oh, no. This isn't default. I did adjust some settings. Lower frequency, larger bases. That's right. So it's because it's the lower frequency part. Probably. So Yeah, let's pump over to here. Why not, right? Pump there. Let's go 1, 2, and 5. Let's place you there. Let's place you there. Go. Really? The game. Boom. And then go. You'll have it go like that. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that's good. Don't worry, your pretty little heads. 1, 2 for now. Let's place you there. That way, as you can see, I can walk through it. And instead of having to place 2, 1 here, 1 here, I can just place 1. So that does actually save resources as well. And the first thing to be converted to the electronic will be coal. 1, and of course once we get splitters, we'll splitter it. 1 goes into a chest for this stuff, which I may rearrange so that it, how far away am I from getting? Long-handed inserters, though. Oh, it'll be the same time as I get automation. Okay. I do find it amusing that the achievement that requires the most thought put into it at the start is this one right here, which I've already failed. No. How do I cancel? Ah. Hit middle mouse button. Plop it there. And then go. And 2, 3. Oh, that would probably help. There you go. Hit the right button. It's gonna run out soon. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot more if I'm gonna ship it over there. Yep. One or two belts should be fine. That was more than fine. And now, let's see if I remember correctly. It's copper and wood. Copper and wood. I will be needing a lot of wood. That should be more than enough wood. Okay. I guess I'll quickly take care of that. But right, to there, to there, to there, 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 there. Oh, perfect. There, there, there. Yeah, I suppose this could go. I do have electron. Okay. So I'll go boom, and I'll go boom. Let's see. Yep. Go grab iron. Oh, it's still not out yet. Awesome. Alright, and now we'll go 1, 2. Plop that there. There. Minutes. 1 minute. That's it's going down. Due to the fact that just existing, they take 800 watts. Interesting. That is interesting. Very interesting. Alright. Yeah, since iron is low, I will rearrange iron. Would be nice if Afraid of the Dark existed. Again, as I said, I will not be tearing down and rebuilding stuff on, well, maybe. I might do it on camera. Suppose it depends. Oh, I suppose it depends upon how things go. This way or this way? Well, if I do it this way, I can offload it that way. Or that way. If I do it this way, it's going to be like that way or that way. I mean, on the other hand, nothing is like, for instance, if I do it this way, nothing is stopping me from going whoop. So yeah, I'll just go up, down. Sure, I get all of it. Could go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then some ghosts. At the moment, I can no longer place one. And then some ghosts. I can no longer place one. And to remind me, it needs to be spaced out on this side as well. Shit. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna sit there and say, like so, until they run out. Alright, let's design this then. So it's gonna go boom, and then boom. 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 And then boom. Let's go. Boom. 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 And powered. And I still don't have any turrets. Oops. Probably should have waited until that finished its stuff. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is go... 4, 5. Nope, can't do it that way. Because I forgot. Alright, so... that is going to go that direction for right now. Due to certain factors. Boom. 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 And boom. So that's 2, 4, and then 5, and then of course it would be 6 right there. So it needs to go to right there. Yes, I know technically it doesn't actually need to go. Oh, let's try orientating my hand correctly. That needs to go boom, 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 boom. Right, I only made 10. Right, so now I go E. And let's make 25 more sets, which means 50 more of you. Screw it. Should I have it offload this direction or offload that direction? I don't know if setting it up so that it would be a half belt would be good though. Because like what I could very easily do is set it up so that like I said I was gonna possibly splitter this off so that it feeds the this as well. And what I could do is split it off here, have like this one go to the furnaces and then this one go here, so that it would half belt, a half belt of iron, a half belt of coal. Or I could do a belt of iron and a belt of coal. That would require long-handed inserters, however. And timer is just about to go off. So what I am going to do is power the iron production. Oh. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. Alright, so iron is technically being made. It is not technically being made because I don't actually have power. So, boom. 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 And and the odd one out that I can't actually reach gets the lot. Alright, so with that, I shall actually be right... No, not be right back. Okay, so with that, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video... If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content, and hit that bell icon to be notified of next time I upload a video, and I shall see you all next time. This has been episode 1 of Factorio Vanilla. And remember, Hail Sithis and Hail Shiva. Goodbye.